Hello everybody, my name is Mr. Roberts and welcome back to episode number 11 of the New Orleans Pelicans MyLeague series here on NBA 2K20. Obviously this episode is going to start a little different, as you can see, as we didn't simulate the games after the Nets game last time. So we're going to go ahead and jump into those before we play the Trailblazers next. So we have at Minnesota, at Golden State. We're going to start off with at Minnesota, who's sitting at 14 of 11. And we dropped that one as well, 111 to 108. Looks like we blew that one late, as we get outscored 9 points in the fourth quarter, end up losing by 3. Karl-Anthony Towns, Anthony Wiggins lead the way. And for us, it looked like Zion Williamson put up 27 in his second game, so that's good to see Zion get a lot of points. Jrue Holiday had a double-double as well. But that's 8 straight losses for our Pelicans. Next, we move on to Golden State, who's sitting at 21 and 8. And we lose to them too as well in pretty dominating fashion, as we lost 138 to 105, giving up over 30 points in every single quarter. It's hard to win like that. Now I see why we're sitting at 9 straight losses. Steph Curry led the way for 44. Pelicans, once again, Zion Williamson. So now we have those 2 games out of the way. We're going to jump right into the game against the Trailblazers. But before we do that, let's take a look at players of the week. Giannis for the East, D'Angelo Russell for the West. Golden State had a different player lead the way. And now we will jump right into the game as we play at the Portland Trailblazers, who are sitting at 13 and 17. Portland Trailblazers played kind of a few moves this offseason. Obviously, the big one was acquiring Hassan Whiteside from Miami. But they had a lot of familiar faces leave, such as Evan Turner, Seth Curry, Enes Kanter. And the place you'll see players like Mario Hezonja, Kent Bazemore, and then Nasir Little, also a new draft pick. But the core of the Trailblazers stay the same as in terms of their guard backcourt. Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum. It's going to be a hard time to have to contain them in this game, as they are both averaging over 20 points per game this season. Now, we're on a 9-game losing streak. One of the reasons why is JJ Redick. His points per game has been cut in half in that time period, down to 7.3. We hope he can get that going. His 3-ball hasn't been looking that great so far. And one of the reasons why we've been on this losing streak is we can't, see him score the rock. So having JJ Redick score, 3-point percentage at an efficient rate would help a lot. Now, we're going into this game trying to end a 9-game losing streak. Hopefully we can't hit that 10 mark, as that would devastate our record in the meantime, as we're trying to still get that 10th win of the season. So we'll see what happens here in this game. Obviously, the Blazers are in white. Your Pelicans will be wearing blue. Damian Lillard, 33.2 points per game, 4.7 rebounds, shooting 54%. All-star candidate once again. There's not much else to say but other than Damian Lillard besides Dame time. Trailblazers lineup, we see Lillard, McCollum, Rodney Hood, Zach Collins, and then the aforementioned Hassan Whiteside at the center. Pelicans lineup is much the same. And as our key matchup we're going to highlight is Jrue Holiday versus CJ McCollum, the 2 shooting guards going at it. This will be a very key matchup to see who can put up more points in this game. Alvin Gentry is a coach, but his seat must be getting warm after losing 9 straight games. It's time for tip-off now, as it looks like Hassan Whiteside is going to win it for the Blazers, and we are underway in the Moda Center. CJ McCollum is going to have the ball. He's going to bring up the court. Here comes Lillard being guarded by Ball. Gets a screen, goes right, tries to drive right at the lane. Good defense by Jrue Holiday, as he'll force the miss and get the rebound as he tries to push up the court. JJ Redick now going to give it to Favors. Favors trying to back down Whiteside. That's not really working out for him so far. Tries to fade to his left, and that's a bad shot. Good defense by Whiteside, something he's always been known for. So that shouldn't be a problem for the Trailblazers. As we see on the other end, that is a dunk, and just like that, the Portland's up to a 2-0 lead and strike blood first behind Zach Collins. The ball has JJ Redick on the left side. JJ Redick with a wide open 3. We hope to see more of that in that game, as it's now a 3-2 game Pelicans. If JJ Redick can get that 3-ball rolling, then the Pelicans will have a very good asset to have. Lillard now passing off McCollum. McCollum's wide open for 3 now, and he's going to answer straight back. So the guard tandem working in favor. Damian Lillard in their last loss, they also lost in Minnesota recently, but he scored 22 points. Pelicans now. You got Williamson. Williamson having a very good start to his season, averaging 20-plus points in the past 2 games. That's a corner 3 missed by Jrue Holiday. Here come the Trailblazers. Hood's already got at the midcourt. Gets a screen right. Hood's going to drive. Hood's going to go. No, he's not going to go. He's going to give it to Lillard. Lillard being guarded by Ball. Got to stop Lillard. Now there's Rodney Hood open from 3. Rodney Hood's going to miss that 3. And it's going to be Pelicans ball. That ball goes out of bounds. So another wide open look for the Trailblazers, but this time, unlike CJ McCollum, Rodney Hood cannot get it to go. Trailblazers sitting at 13-17. They're on fringe playoff contention. It's not something you like to see after a Trailblazers team that won 53 games last year and made it all the way to the Western Conference Finals before losing, so they hope to get right back there as Damian Lillard pulls on the fast break at the three-point line, and he gets that one to go with ease. It's 8-3 now, Trailblazers. This game's starting to look like a lot of the Pelicans games we've seen in the early going, just off to a very slow start, it seems like, as we have Zion in the paint. Now he's backing up. He's going to his left hand, and he misses the left-hand hook. Rebound, Trailblazers. Something about these Pelicans just seem to not get off to a hot start, and we hope that doesn't continue as Lillard tries to up and over Zion right there, and Zion with the good defense forces the miss. Here come the Pelicans. Zion's in the paint. He goes up with the right hand this time on the left, and he's able to get that one to go. So now it's 8-5 Trailblazers. Lillard at the top of the key. He's going up against ball. Lillard's going to try to drive. He's going to try to attack two men. That was a good block. But he gets his rebound, but he gets a miss. So Alonzo playing good defense so far on Lillard, but tries to advance the ball too quick, and that was going way out of bounds on the other end. See, Damian Lillard off to a 1-for-5 start. His only shot made was being the 1 3-pointer he's taken. So good start by the Pelicans. I hope they keep that up. As the Trailblazers. See, Lillard, no, he gets right past Alonzo that time. He's going to go up to the rack, and he's going to throw it down on top of Alonzo. So Lillard says, I'm not playing anymore. He's just going to dunk right on Alonzo's head right now. So as here come the Pelicans. Do they have an answer for that? We will wait to see, as here comes Zion, trying to get him involved as much. Zion trying to get right down into the paint against Zach Collins, but he's able to miss that shot. So I want to see Zion make more of those. Lillard now, he's running it with Alonzo. Good defense, Lonzo, but he gets the rebound. He can't have Lillard get the rebound on like that. They got it over to Hood now. Lillard pulling up. That's almost from the logo Lillard in action, as that's another 3-ball for Lillard. And just like that, he has got 8 points now. 8 of the first 13 for the Trailblazers. Pelicans still struggling to score. Still sitting at 5. Hope to get something going. Looks like Favors going to call for the ball. He's going to hand it off to Redick. Redick tries to drive inside. Gets stuffed by his man. Williamson has got space to drive now. Looks like they're isolating him. But he get forced to his right, and he walks right out of bounds of the ball. So that's another costly turnover for these Pelicans. Just cannot seem to get it going. As we take a look at the lead shooting guards in the last 3 days, CJ McCollum, we highlighted him earlier. He's averaging 23.9 points per game in the last 30 days. But him and Lillard, it seems like Lillard is the one running the show right now, as McCollum does have the ball, being guarded by Holiday, gives it up to Hood. Lillard from the right side this time. He makes that 3 as well, as now it is a 16-5 lead Trailblazers, as Lillard has more points than the Pelicans have combined at the moment. What can the Pelicans do to answer? They're still playing this slow-paced basketball, it seems like. Favors at the top of the key. This time he's going to hand it off to Holiday. Holiday has better drive skills. Goes up with his right hand, gets to contact, and gets it to go. So turns to your man Drew Holiday when they need points, and he's able to deliver. That's now Lillard. Now we got Hood being guarded by Redick. McCollum now, he's being guarded by Holiday. The key matchup we highlighted earlier, he's trying to shake him, goes to his left. That was a very good shoulder fake by McCollum. He's able to get the long range 2 to go. Creates a little bit of separation, pulls up. McCollum's money for that range. Former most improved player of the year has really come to his own for Portland. Been that secondary piece that they need behind Lillard. Now they're just trying to put together a full team so they can challenge for that Western Conference title. As McCollum's going to pull from 3 again. He's able to miss that 3 though. Rebound by Zion Williamson, as Drew Holiday's had a very slow start. That was his 1 bucket last time we saw. Favors goes up with it. Gets his own rebound as he misses. Good defense by Hassan Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside being very active on the defensive end. Drew Holiday now at the top of the key. Gets a screen from Zion. Throws it up, I guess, over the rim. And now here come the Trailblazers, as CJ McCollum gives it up to his man Whiteside inside. And he's able to beat Favors down the floor and put that one up, as now it's 20-7 halfway through the first quarter. Pelicans, what can they do to answer? Down by 13 early. Defense not playing good again, as Drew Holiday's going to get right back in the paint, but he's going to dish it off to Favors. Gets the ball back from the free throw stripe and misses. So that was a very weird possession. Drew Holiday probably could have gone up with the ball right there. It's now Hood's on the other end. Oh, there's a cutting Lillard in the paint. Lillard's going to get that ball, but good defense by J.J. Redick to recover for that one. Good to see Lillard down in the paint. Gets the defense. Lillard with 11 already. Drew with some space on the left side. Gets that one to a friendly roll as that is a long range 2. His right foot was indeed on the line. Pelicans down by 9. CJ McCollum being closely guarded by Drew. Ooh, good shake. Doesn't go up with it this time. Trying to really work on Drew in this side, but Drew with a nice block. Way to stay with him. Drew Holiday, very superior defender. He's not going to let McCollum get the best of him back to back. As now we have JJ Redick. He kind of hesitates in the paint, but he ends up going with it and get 2. So Pelicans cut it within 9 with 5 to go. JJ Redick. That's another quick. Well, they're actually going to get a timeout. Excuse me. As Trailblazers call timeout as they're up by 9. And we'll see if they're trying to re-talk it over, not letting the Pelicans get on a little run. As we join a little bit later in the first quarter, as there's a quick shot by Ingram. 2 minutes to go. It's still a 10-point game. It's been back and forth so far. As McCollum, though, has started to take the lead role for the Trailblazers right here. That's a nice dish inside to the former world champion Pau Gasol. CJ McCollum has been the leading scorer so far in the past couple minutes as Damian Lillard's on the bench getting a very early rest. So CJ McCollum has taken the point. And he is being guarded by Y1G31 Moore now. There's a couple of backups coming as here comes Jahlil Okafor trying to back down the veteran Pau Gasol. He goes up the right hand up and over Pau, and that's good. Jahlil Okafor, he's been a nice scorer this season in the paint. Heard rumors that he's not very happy in New Orleans, though, however, and he is a free agent. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there as McCollum pulls up for 2. Jahlil Okafor, very young still. He's bounced around the league. Pelicans seem to like Jahlil Okafor. Don't want to give up on him yet. But if Jahlil is not wanting to come back to New Orleans, they might have to force their hand. As Josh Hart pulls up from way deep on the right side, as that's a miss. Less than a minute to go now. Portland up 31-19. As we have a cutting McCollum, he's going to go right to the rim. And McCollum has really started to heat up in the last couple of minutes, being the lead scorer for the Trailblazers, which is very deadly. It's dangerous to see with Damian Lillard coming off the bench relatively soon. You expect Josh Hart tries to drive inside, doesn't get up against his man. Bazemore with the rebound, gives it up to Nasir Little, who sees a McCollum cutting. Good defense, though, by Brandon Ingram to realize that, and that forces the miss on McCollum. Here comes Y1G31 Moore. He's going to call a play. Y1G31 Moore running the point guard right now for the Pelicans as Lonzo gets some movement off the bench. Here comes Ingram trying to shake his man. He goes up and over and misses the layup. It was a good look there by Ingram, but he's just not able to get it to go. Nasir Little now in the corner, and he misses the 3. So very lucky for the Pelicans. Jackson Hayes is going to try to pass it up to Ingram. 6 seconds to go. What can Ingram do? He's going to fade to his left and make the jump shot. As Pelicans down by 12 with 4 seconds to go. Trailblazers get off one last shot, and that one's off the rim. So Trailblazers go to the end of the first quarter, scoring 33 points. Another 30-plus quarter given up by the Pelicans as they hope to minimize the Trailblazers' efforts in the second quarter as they are down by 12. We're back here a little bit later in the second quarter. Pelicans down by 7, 52-45 for the Trailblazers as Lillard is being guarded by Lonzo Ball. Lillard back in the game. We have a Hassan Whiteside who's been hot, being guarded by Favors. Kind of got the better of Favors in this matchup. He goes up the left hand, gets fouled. So it will not have an and-1, but way to draw the foul on Favors. But Hassan Whiteside has not been the best free throw shooter so far, as he is averaging a double-double this season. Exactly, cannot get the first one to go. Hassan Whiteside, the former Miami Heat member, who used to be a very vital part of that team. He kind of just, I guess, fell out of favor with Miami. His effort's been kind of questioned recently, so hoping that a new home in Portland, a nice Western Conference, perennial contender, can help him get his momentum right. As Drew Holiday gets some space from the left side, it's another long 2. He doesn't get that one to go. Rebound Trailblazers. Bazemore pushing it right up the court. Has a wide open Hood in the corner and misses that shot. So this time we have JJ Redick getting another rebound in the paint. He's going to dribble it up the court. Gives it up to Lonzo. Being guarded closely by Lillard. You have a Holiday cutting to the right corner. He gets a screen. That's going to be a mid-range 2, and that's buckets for Holiday. So Holiday still shooting, off to a 5 for 11 start now, 11 points. So good to see him staying in rhythm. Because if the Pelicans can't get Drew Holiday to go, then the Pelicans are usually not a very good scoring team. That is very good hands by Drew Holiday to force the turnover right there, as it is now Pelicans ball. Take a look at the three-point race here. You have most of the players you would see, 2 Trailblazers in there, Lillard and McCollum. We've kind of seen that shooting so far, so no surprise to see both of them, especially after we've seen this game. Pelicans now with the ball. What can they do with it? They're going to give it up to Holiday. Just kind of wait for a screen from Zion. What can they get going here? He's now got the big man. Pau Gasol goes right by Pau Gasol, goes up to the rim, but that's a good recovery block by Pau since that went off the backboard. Now it's Trailblazers ball. Hood being guarded by Ball. This little switch there. Now we have Whiteside. Favors now on Collins. Hood being guarded by J.J. Redick in the corner. He's going to fire another corner shot, another corner miss. Lonzo now. He's see what the Pelicans could do. They're only down by 5 after that first quarter flurry, so good for them to weather the storm here in the second quarter. He's really trying to work hard on Damian Lillard. Now he's going to give it up. J.J. Redick gets a screen. Had a little open look. He's not going to take it. He's going to give it up to Holiday. 5 seconds to go on the shot clock, however. 3 seconds. Now they're going to give it to Favors. He's going to fade to his right. That was a good hook shot, but he gets that one to rattle in and out. Here come the Trailblazers. Oh, no, actually, never mind. There's Drew Holiday's hands again as he gets 2 steals in 3 possessions. Trailblazers have not scored within the past 2.5 minutes. Rebound Favors. He's going to give it up to Ball. Just reset. What can Holiday do? They got 6 seconds. They got Zion low in the post, one-on-one against Zach Collins. He gets a little drop step action. Does not get that one to go. Zion Williamson struggling in the paint, it looks like. Lillard's going to feverishly push up the center of the court. Holiday staying with him every step of the way. They have a wide open Bazemore now. Bazemore misses the 3. Another drought for the Trailblazers continues. J.J. Redick going to try to drive, fails. Williamson now being guarded. Oh, he had a little space trying to get past his man. Goes up with it, and he gets fouled hard by Zach Collins. So Zion will go to the line for 2. We're going to jump to the end of the halftime with that one. Portland up 58-51, so still a 7-point lead. Pelicans did a good job cutting into that. We'll see if they can cut into it some more coming into the second half. Here are a couple of the highlights from the first half. Trailblazers up to a very hot start in the first quarter. Pelicans, another slow start game, but they've done a pretty good job to weather the storm here in the second quarter. Outscoring the Trailblazers, jumping it back down to a single-digit lead. A couple of good scoring efforts, but the Trailblazers still led by their dominant guard tandem, averaging well over 50% of the points for the Trailblazers. Damian Lillard, C.J. McCollum, it's hard to stop them too. So we'll see what happens in the second half. Can the Pelicans start to come back in it, or will the Trailblazers pull away? As we take a look at the other highlights, shooting percentages, 47-48. Pelicans actually shooting better than the Trailblazers, but Trailblazers able to score more efficiently. As here comes Lonzo Ball. They're going to start with it for the second half. See what the Pelicans can do. Gets a screen. That's a wide open J.J. Redick on the left side. He's going to make that too. So just like that, good opening play for the Pelicans coming out as they cut the lead to 5. Trailblazers Hood guarding Redick. Collins now being guarded by Williamson. Both teams starting 5 out on the court to start the second half. Key matchup. Well, he's going to get a screen from Whiteside. He's going to fade to his left. That was a good look by C.J. McCollum, but he's unable to get it to go. Pelicans looking to push this pace, keep this momentum rolling. There's watch out below Derek Favors. Zach Collins. Oh, I'm sorry, man. You just got put on a poster. Derek Favors throwing it down with 2 hands. Late contest by Collins. Man, can't have that, my guy. Trailblazers now. Looks like McCollum's going to bring it up. They're trying to get Damian Lillard involved off the ball, and that's a good answer as he's going to draw the foul on Derek Favors. So there's a very, very good veteran answer by Lillard, taking it right to the rack, drawing the foul. He's got 19 points tonight, shooting 4 for 5 from 3. Makes the first 3 posts, so that's going to put him right to 20 points already, and we just started the second half. Really pushed the Trailblazers lead up to 5. And he does not. So he misses the second free throw. Still a 4-point late game here for the Trailblazers. Pelicans looking to answer. Holiday's trying to work on his man. Cannot get past him, so he's going to get a screen from Zion. Drive to his right. There's Favors. Shoots up and over Whiteside. Whiteside could not get his hands up, so there's Favors, the good, solid 2. That's back-to-back scores for Favors with 4 straight points. Favors played pretty solid so far for the Pelicans this year. He's been a very serviceable piece as there's a 3-pointer from the Trailblazers bringing their lead up to 5. Favors signed on a 1-year deal, a nice solid veteran down low. It's not a big scoring output, but he plays his role well for this Pelicans team. It'll be interesting to see what happens there, especially when we talked about Okafor earlier. Okafor is scheduled to be a free agent as well. So will the Pelicans we don't know if the Pelicans will bring back one of them. They'll bring back none of them, as they do have Jackson Hayes on the bench. Missed shot by Ball. We'll see what happens there in the offseason. But here come the Trailblazers. Ball 2 for 4 this game, 4.7 assists. Done a good job distributing. Not good defense there on Lillard, though, as that pushes the Trailblazers lead up to 7. It's a tough matchup for Ball. He's playing against Lillard. He gets a screen. Trying to drive Lillard. Pretty good defense. There's another open Redick. He's going to step back, try to fire a 3. That one goes in and out. Rebound Hassan Whiteside as here come the Trailblazers pushing it right up the court. Damian Lillard cutting on the other side. Good find. Good one-hand dunk by Lillard as it is Dame time here in Portland as this crowd starts to get fired up. Pelicans trying to answer. Zion Williamson. He's got some space. He's going to actually pull up. Misses the jump shot. Rebound, Hassan Whiteside once again. Hassan Whiteside dominating the boards here for the Trailblazers. That's an open Hood in the corner. That's another open Hood miss from the corner. Riley Hood struggled so far in this game. Zion's going to take it right to the rack. No, he's going to try to find his man in the corner. That's a bad pass. He did have Drew Holiday in the corner, but could have found him earlier. Instead, he throws the ball out of bounds. Speaking of ball, we kind of touched on him a second ago. He's had a not solid past 10 games, 8.6 points per game. Really needs to pick up that scoring pace for the Pelicans. He's a very good distributor, and he's a pretty solid defender. He just had a hard time scoring the rock, especially on the jump shots, as looks like going to be a foul on Derek Favors. Zach Collins will go to the line, for 2. Trying to push this Portland lead up by 10. He's able to get it with that one. It's now a 67-57 game here with 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. Tries to go up for a second one. And makes that one too. So double make for Zach Collins. That pushes this lead up to 11. Pelicans sitting on that double-digit brink. Never able to get this one too close, but it's always still got lots of time as they're going to give it up to Redick. Redick hands it right back off the ball. Ball actually looking to score this time. He drives it to the left side. There's an open miss. Rebound, Hassan Whiteside. What else is new? Lillard being guarded by Favors. That's a mismatch. Gets a little help from Zion. He goes over Zion, though, and gets the 2 as Pelicans call a timeout. Very good shot by Lillard. Had both bigs on him and is still able to get it over the top. It's just no stopping Lillard when he's on. Pelicans hoping to find an answer, but we're going to find out in the fourth quarter as see Portland able to extend this a little bit farther, up 95-75. It's just been all Lillard, all McCollum, all Trailblazers here late in the third quarter. Pelicans chances at breaking their 10 straight losing streak record. Not looking good as they're down by 20 with 1 quarter to go. Looks like it's going to be 10 straight L's for the Pelicans. This looks like this could be a game for the Trailblazers to jump up on as they have most of the backups in. Lillard's on the bench. McCollum's still out there, though. So, in the second rotation, not playing nobodies yet. Same with the Pelicans as Holiday drives the ball up the court. He gets past his man. He's going to go to the rack, but that's very good help defense by the Trailblazers as they force the miss. McCollum now still trying to push that pace. You got Hezonja on the outside. Now you got Hood being guarded by Moore. That's an alley-oop, actually. Zach Collins. No, Mario Hezonja, with a nice oop. Good find there by the Trailblazers. That pushes it to 22. Ingram gets stuffed on the other end. Holiday has got Favors down the low post. Gives it up to Holiday again. Not much there for the Pelicans. They got 5 seconds. Ingram now in the left-hand corner. That's a miss. Good defense by the Trailblazers. As here comes Nasir Little, the former Tar Heel prospect. Going to run into a very solid Holiday, so welcome to the NBA, Nasir Little. Nasir Little, the former North Carolina Tar Heel. He was taken with a 25th overall pick in this past draft. It's a pretty solid game out in the Tar Heels. I don't know if you exactly lit up to his potentials. That's a foul there by Julio Okafor on Mario Hezonja. So Hezonja will go to the line. Hezonja got 9 points tonight, 8 rebounds. The European star who came over from Croatia, playing a pretty solid role here for the Trailblazers this year. As here come a couple players for the Pelicans. He makes the first one, up 23 points now, looking to extend this lead, looking to put this game out of reach, trying to put them up by 24. And he is unable to do so as that's a miss of the free throw line. Both teams not shooting that well from the free throw line tonight, especially the Pelicans. Pelicans have plenty of misses I don't know if that's the Moda Center crowd getting to him, but Zion with a miss. Hazonia now on the other side. He misses a wide open three, but Whiteside able to get that rebound with 3 Pelicans below him. And then he draws the foul from Favors, so good hustle from Hassan Whiteside on that play, showing that he really does want to be here in Portland. He's got over 20-plus rebounds in this game. So Hassan Whiteside goes to the line. Still not able to hit a free throw, though, as he misses the first one. As here a couple substitution for the Trailblazers. Hazonia will head to the bench after his good little spurt. And Kent Bazemore will come join him. Now, still looking for that 99th point. And they're able to get it. So Hassan Whiteside does make the second free throw. That's 99-75 now. 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Pelicans chances looking dim. Ingram's got the ball, trying to give it to Lonzo. Lonzo has that's JJ Redick with the open three. Shooting it like Lonzo, though, to be pretty blunt, as he misses the three-pointer. A lot of the same from Redick. Still not able to break that three-point groove that he's been in. Hassan Whiteside with a little push-off there on Derek Favors. Gets the rebound, goes up with it. That's 101-75 for the Trailblazers. Excuse me. As Hassan Whiteside, like I said, might have got off with a little push right there. But no call, so no foul. JJ Redick going to shoot again from the top of the key, and again going to miss. That's another three-point miss from from JJ Redick. Excuse me. 2 for 5 now tonight. Had 8 points in the first half, only 2 points in the second half. As Zion Williams is going to get a foul on the other end of this Pelicans team, just kind of out of it. We see the reserves on the bench, or on the sideline, looking about to come in the game. So we'll see Frank Jackson, Kendrick Williams, the usual Pelicans who come off the bench in this garbage time come in. Nicola Melli now. But we're not going to watch them. We're just going to jump into the end of this game, as we know the outcome of this one. Pelicans lose by 31. That's 121-90. Just unable to stop this Trailblazers onslaught in the second half, as they just came out about halfway through the third quarter, just erupted, just exploded on the Pelicans, and they had no answer. Just another bad shooting night. Lillard had 38. McCollum had 22. That's 60 points between just the two of them. They got a little help from Bazemore. Hassan Whiteside at 11 and 26 actually ties the Trailblazers record for most rebounds in a game with 26. He dominated the boards. Zach Collins also had 14. And a couple other players pitching in for the Trailblazers. They just overall looked like a pretty solid team out there. Even though they're sitting at 14 and 17 now, they could also be a threat in the playoffs if they make it. Pelicans led the way by Drew Holiday, 15. Zion had 14. Ball with the double-double, 11 points, 10 assists. So he did a pretty good job distributing the rock. Jackson Hayes had 11. JJ Redick had 10, but just nobody really stood out. A lot of bad shooting night. JJ Redick shot 40%. And just, nobody's really standing out. Just still struggling to score that basketball. Still trying to find their way, as Alvin Gentry's seat has got to be getting hotter and hotter by the day. We'll see what happens there. Now, I'm not going to end the episode by simulating more games, because I simulated the first two. We'll have a monthly recap next, and we'll simulate those games and take a look at the box scores. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry we couldn't get another win, so we get 10 straight L's, but we'll see what happens to these Pelicans. Please like and subscribe to the video if you enjoyed for more content, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.